Yeah. Mm. Interesting. Yes, 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 yes. Bang, bang. On the drum. Okay, I figured I'd do a little Lego build time, and we can have a chat about anything, really. As you can see the one camera, you can see this camera. This one's made for more up close, and me banging into my microphone. Yeah. So you can see this is, one Lego build. I might do two. We'll see. So I'm going to start building this, but I just forgot I need my little trays. Where are they? Where are you, my little ones? Yep, these are puzzle. You can get other trays like this. These are for puzzle pieces. But you can get other puzzle ones or just some little trays. Which I don't know where my two blue ones just. Oh, I just see them. They're buried. Never mind. So I'm going to use a couple of these. Probably only need two for this one. So yeah, I kind of figured I'll just do a little build here, and then maybe I'll get into a little Batsy time, Batwing. Oops, I just realized something. I need to take care of something really fast. Forgot. Whee! I'm back. Sorry about that. Headset. All right, let's open this up. Yeah, comes with like 3 different manuals because you got 3 different builds. So we're gonna empty that box out. We have to toss that there. Yeah. So yeah, you got the little. You can make a little different craft out of it. You can make a little spaceman, and then this is what I'm gonna build. Little space shuttle. It does have a little satellite too that they built with it. So there's 2 bags of pieces and a plate. So I'm going to take these over there, and I'm going to do something real quick with the Lego thing because there's a little QR code in the corner of these. Remember, if you get the Lego program, if mine comes up, the Lego Builder program on the app, and you you tap on scan, it comes up like this. Scan the QR code. So I'm gonna try and find it. It might be too close. Oh, I am too close. Hang on. For some reason, my camera wants to zoom up. Come on. You have to get it pretty well in the center. So yeah, it starts doing this. Yeah, see, little set. See my lights above. And you can start building. You can hit earn points, and what that does is, yeah, it does little math programs. So type in the answer, and it'll bring you up to their site, and you can register your set. You get 20. A lot of times it's 20 points, and then ask, what's it for? Well, this one's for myself. No special occasion. And retail store. Not right now. It wants to ask questions and stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't really want to ask questions. So, right now, don't wish to. So, what I'm going to do is move these two little manuals out of the way. And we're going to put them over there. Really quickly, I'm going to look up. This is set. Look for the number 3, 4. Oops. 3, 4. Wow. I can't spell instructions either. A lot of times you can download these set instructions, get the PDFs of them pretty easily. I'm going to download this one, and we're going to drop it right here. And you can get PDFs for all 3 of the instruction sets in here too. So we're going to download this one. Well, and then we're going to get the last one real quick, which is the ship. And so I'm going to go back to this one. What I'm going to do is we're going to minimize that down. I'm going to open it up and see if I can put the instructions up on the screen, which on the top camera, it'll be up here. So this camera you see me doing this is going to be up there. Oops, that's not it. So we need this one. Oops. Yeah, go back up. Thank you. Close that. And then, why is it so? Oh, it's my screen. It's so bright. So. All right, I need to grab a hold of my other camera, though. Oh, I can do this. So you see me sliding that around so you can see that. And then, there it goes. So now you can see the instructions a little bit. And what I'm going to be doing, let me do this too. I'm going to adjust it just a little bit so it's not too much in the other camera. As much as I don't mind. Yes, small parts, choking hazard. Please be careful with your Lego parts. Also, please do not drop them on the floor. Next to a D4, these things are deadly. So, let's do these. There are only 2 bags in here, so we're going to do this. Anybody who's catching this, we did a Transformer D&D session yesterday. Went for about 4 hours, and it should be uploaded to the YouTube channel. So if you wish to catch it there, it should still be up here as well on Twitch. So you can catch it there. So I'm going to put that plate right in between. So I got these instructions, but I'm actually going to just use this. Sorry, I bumped the camera. Oops. So yes, get excited about our new packaging. It is kind of nice that they have numbered them. So you can see my mouse. They have numbered them and done a pretty good job with that. Yeah. And they've kept it pretty minimal on making a mess of things. Stuff like that. So we're going to start with block, and then we need, it might be this one. I'm going to spread these out a little. Does that look black or gray to you? I'm going to move some of these larger plates out of the way. Sometimes I find It's a bay. Yes. Alright, so we are looking for... So I'm assuming it's black because it does not look in the picture the same, so attach like so. Now we need to find, and they're probably in here. Yep, there. There's one. But yeah, I was looking through more Transformer comics. This is a gray one. This gray? I didn't see another gray that's lighter. Do you? Anybody see that? If you do, please let me know right away. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it matches the other gray anyway. Now we grab these. Oh, one for here, and then the other one will be down here. There you go. There. There we are. And then these funny pieces. One will go here, and then the other one, which is probably hidden among the pieces where I cannot see it very well. Probably looking right at it too. Yep, there it is. A very bright white. There we go. So we grab the long beige plate, which is an 8 flat stud, like so. So I'm putting this together. You can see at least me doing this in the upper camera as well. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. I need to turn on other lighting here because it might help diffuse some of the other, because the way it works. There we go. And so I'm going to back this camera up too so you can see a little better. It's not so close and you can actually see me doing stuff. Yeah. So 4 plate across up here. This one might actually go pretty quickly, so one of these, it's a little funny shapey. Yeah. The beige ones that outward. But yeah, we did our Transformer session yesterday. I'm glad I did it after all. I wasn't going to because I had a lot of stuff going on and it was very distracting. And so far that has been resolved a little bit. So 2 plates there. So now we're gonna graph. Oh, wrong one. I need the ones that wrap on the front. There we go. And sorry if you're hearing background noise. There we go. Those, and then there are ones. This makes the heat shield up the front. A lot of people don't realize how hot that actually does get up there on the front end of a shuttle. It is very hot. I remember when I was in, I think it was still elementary school. There it is. And NASA people actually came in and they brought in a piece. Now that tile was fairly big. It's actually, here, I'll use this. It was, if you take, yeah, a little smaller than this. It was probably about the same size as this, almost a plate. And this thing was thick, so it was like about that thick. Only so much of that was black, so it was like that black material, the heat shield that they put on like the shuttle or certain surfaces. So when you see that black surfacing on a rocket or something, that's heat shielding a lot of time. And it is, you can put a blowtorch on it, put your hand on top, you don't even feel heat, except for from around the edge where the heat's coming up at. So those are like in together real tight, so you can't even. And it is impressive. I see it like doing that and getting to be able to do that, like come up, touch it, feel the heat. That it's you can off the side, but you cannot feel anything on top. Like they put a thermometer up there. It was room temperature. They're fine. It's pretty cool. So I mean, I like space. Space, space, place and time for everything, everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty impressive. I know it's weird. Hey, yeah. Have you met me? Right here. So there we go. I need 2 of these smoky glass pieces. So when the shuttle is coming in hot, and I mean hot, this thing is coming in at a flying brick's pace, which means it's booking it. That's why it gets so hot too. You're skipping across the atmosphere. And I mean, at the rate you're going, you're interacting with particles, it's going to get hot. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that are going on during that time. You don't want to be making a mistake and going, hey, I'm just going to turn this thing. So, like in, what is it? Space Cowboys with Clint Eastwood, Tommy Lee Jones. I forgot the other actors that were in there. But if you ever watch that movie, you'll hear him call it a flying brick. It literally becomes a flying brick because there's no thrust. You only have momentum of your own speed. And when you lose speed, you become a brick. Let's see here. Let's put 2 of these plates on. This goes here, and this one here. And now you're starting to look at the front end of a shuttle. I like Skylinks too. We pop this one into place, and then we pop this one into place. But yeah, our Transformer session went, I think, pretty good. I hope, if anybody's listening to it, catches it, you'll understand. If you go back, I did make a few mistakes because I've forgotten, and my notes are pretty bad shape right now. And I'm trying to clean them up, and I haven't had a lot of time to do that. And also, when I'm really distracted, it makes it very difficult to keep up with. And I had to find some of my notes are bent pages that I've lost track of. My bad. I need to clean it up for these guys because they're doing really good with their characters and they're doing really good with it. And I'm glad they're having fun with it. I mean, you should have fun. And don't be such a stickler to the rules too often. There we go. Grab another one. There we go. But you also should have some grounds for what you're doing. Oops, I flipped that too fast. Oh, these are different pieces. So these ones go across here. There should be another one in here somewhere. That's okay. Looking right at it. Just upside down. Looks a little different. So yeah, I mean, you can follow Gilgamesh, our assassin, who is a purple changer, turns into a Harley Davidson motorcycle, red. Sometimes I'll show the pictures. I haven't done that in a while. I should for what we do have of their concepts of some of their things. He's also a displacer beast from D&D itself. His character is very unique to him, as well as we got Overload, who is a APC type vehicle with armaments on it a little bit, which is actually pretty cool. He's a heavy hitter. He's like a tank, and he's got 3 forms, and he just got a 3rd form recently. Well, not too recent, but recently enough. There we go. Fix that and put these pieces into place. And he transforms into that APC, but also he has got himself a dino form now. He is a Gigasaurus. I might be getting that wrong, but he's a very large dino and very unique looking to him. He doesn't really fit with the regular beasts of the world and universe I have created for them, because the place I put them in is not the standard. They're learning more and more about each of the universes and finding that, things are not always what they seem to be. That's where the term more than meets the eye comes in. And it's fun. And then we got Void Striker, who now a triple feeder. He's a big boy too. So he is about the size of Overload, who is, if I remember right, in the 30 in up range, as Gilgamesh is a little shorter because he's stealthy. There. Okay. Pop that in place. But each of their characters has their own style, background, and I mean they get the accompaniment of mini cons and stuff like that, which is actually pretty fun. That I got to create mini cons. I like the mini bots. I also like the Titans too. But in this, I haven't really created a lot of Titans. I've created one, that's Prometheus, and his headmaster, who actually was Creus, had not made it through the process of transferring himself to a new body, in a sense. So, oops, I just messed up something here. I wasn't paying attention when I was doing that. So, yeah, I can make mistakes, don't I? Oh, I need my tools too. And this one's the newest one. Actually, I have a couple of these somewhere. I just don't know where to put them. That in a place right where it needs to be. But yeah, they have their mini cons that I've created: Carbine, Aegis. There's Drift. There's Nyx, who's actually based on a character or person who her name, because if you listen to my character names, they're based on a lot of Greek myth names anyway. And it's actually based on that character, not a person so much. It's just I gave my character a personality that would fit with Nyx, and she's actually, so Aegis, Drift, and Carbine are all about 10 feet. There's the little one. She is only really small. Whereas there's also Artemis now, who is not part of, but with Guy, who is a new character that's been introduced from another universe that was transformed into a duplicate, in a sense, or a copy of Gilgamesh, who's at least recently learned out some new information there too. You'll have to listen to that for that. But Artemis is about the standard height of the Minicon, 6 foot. And the little one is smaller. She's like half of that, really. She's really small. And she seems to be the fave of everybody. And I'm like, oh, okay, I've made a small bot that everybody seems to like. And I'm like, she is supposed to be cute and adorable. So, oops. But at the same time, she's also very strong in her own way. Come on. And she doesn't really transform into anything, at least right now. She hasn't. She's got a type of instrument as well as a speech to text. Text to speech? Text to speech. I said that backwards. A piece of equipment that Void Striker made for her. But also she has a instrument type device that she had found and started using. And she can actually make people dance. or at least control them in some form to do what she wants if she wanted to. But she's a cute little bot, very small and very childlike. She just wants to help out, and he likes to hang out and listen to everybody. He looks up to every one of the bots in a different way. She just doesn't show it the same way. So she really is a work in progress, as I call her. She's my work in progress one. But Void Striker, let's get back to him. He does have a few abilities. Some that drive me up a wall. And I appreciate that these guys don't try to abuse the system beyond its limit. Sirens?
Yeah, there's like 3 incidents.
No, I got my headset on, so I'm gonna keep an ear out.
They went pretty far. I mean, it wasn't like they stopped or anything.
Oh, yeah. No, just you're informed. I had my headset on. I didn't hear sirens going on that passed by our house.
What's up?
So that was interesting. That was my wife, by the way, Mamasaurus Rex.
That was Mamasaurus Rex.
Yeah, they trying to get the dogs in.
Oh.
But yeah, you can hear and see all these characters inside the.
Now.
Uh-oh. Dogs are getting in trouble. In past episodes, if you want to start at the beginning and work your way forward, you'll understand how these guys became what they are, where they've been through, and what they're still going through. These characters, but Void Striker's character, just him alone, he has been around for a very long time. Now, this character is run by our famous Potato Lord, and his character is very unique in its own way. He's an artificer, and he's got a lot of abilities. He started out being one way, and he had rail guns after a point, but then he died, and he was destroyed by. Yes.
Body snatchers.
I asked him earlier to do it. That's why.
Oh well.
But he did do the bag on his own, so.
Here I was thinking he was taking initiative.
He kind of did. He put the bag back in. See, little things. Gotta have little wins. But yeah. Yes, cat issues. But yeah, with everything, Void Striker's that character has died and was brought back. But he really wasn't brought back. He had been in a drone state. So the one that died, if you get up to this point, spoiler, you'll see this new form of Void Striker who is pretty cool. So listen to it, check it out. You'll hear how he kicked the bucket and everything that's going on there. So I gave you a little spoiler, sorry if you catch this. But if you do, you'll hear how his character has come around, grown. There's a lot to his character that he shares with the one Minicon Drift as well. Actually, Drift shares it with him because Drift came in after a point, and it was pretty interesting to have these characters interacting. When you hear Drift initially, you'll understand I wasn't really trying to go for what I was going for. It turned out real funny, and that's kind of stuck to his character. So when you do catch up to that point, if you do listen, you'll hear Drift. There are 17 other mini-cons, but they are in a stasis because they are charging up from states that they were not in good charge states. So their bodies and everything need a full charge. Right now, they are doing okay, and Carbine has been diligent in her past self and current self now, uh, being her scientist way, and with Drift's help in engineering and finding that they can do a lot more this way now. And now they have allies with Aegis and Carbine, kind of in a sense giving the permission of you guys have usage of our minicon power and technology. So they have, oops, it's supposed to make a satellite, by the way. So make it a little satellite. It's cute. I'm not done yet. So this gets mounted inside. Bork, 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 bork. Bork, bork. I don't know what I'm barking at, but I'm going to bork at it. So this kind of, you don't really mount this in, it just sits in there. It's literally, that's it. Just sits in there. So what I'm going to do is just push these down there. It's sit flat. Bork, bork. I said bork. Now we're going to make an arm. But Aegis and Carbine are kind of connected with Overload and Carbine, so each of them have an ability to communicate telepathically, in a sense, to each other perspective bots that they have, in a sense, said, hey, we're giving you this power and ability to use our stuff because we're trusting you. And Void Striker, in this state now, he can speak minicon, which is actually pretty cool. Like, yeah, dude. So I'm going to assume I'm going to be putting these all along here because I'm looking at the picture. And it looks like I have to do this twice. Okay. No, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. But let me... whoops. I need the other piece. This one? Yeah. Grabbing the wrong piece. There we go. I'm going to do this. I'm going to slap these along here real quick. But each of the characters have their own unique designs. With Void Striker, like I was saying, sorry, I keep getting off track. The ADD kicks in. He has his alt forms. He's earned up to his points of time where he's actually got to where he can transform into a siege mode tank from StarCraft 2, as well as he has acquired ancient fossils that gain him the ability to be, technically he's a friggin' dragon, is what he is. And it's pretty cool. I imagine their states and everything of how they look. Pretty cool looking. So in my head, I see these guys in their own ways. But man, they are cool. And there's backstories are interesting in each of them. I try to mess with the backstories too much. But I do mess with the characters that they come up with that they have to interact with. Let me see. One more. There it is. Well, I am done with that bag completely because there's nothing else in here. There we go. Now, take these. Oops. And each of these notches right here. There we go. So let's swing shut. And then we're going to bring this one over, do the same thing. There we go. So now we got a cargo bay that actually will open. So, and you got a satellite inside of it. Now, I don't know what the rest of these pieces are for yet. Yeah, it shows you can put the satellite on there, so you can this up. You're gonna open it. There we go. So I can actually push this forward onto it. There we go. Now it locks it on, and you get to. And actually, let me see. Put it down and launch the satellite. And stars. So you can see finished product. So you could fold this up and just swing it around. You don't have to detach it like you're putting it out there, and then just close it up. But yeah, this becomes literally a flying brick. I dropped it. Trying to. But yeah, when it comes in, the shuttle is actually coming at an angle. So, because if it's coming in like this, you're going to just, you have to do this, and this is all entirely, a lot of times this is all black. This is a heat shield. It doesn't stop all heat though. So, you got some extra pieces here, which is okay. So there we go. Drop them in there. That's pretty cool. And launch. We don't have the tank and the rockets on the side. I'll set that over there. You see it. There you go. Next to Soundwave with little rumble down at the bottom of the feet. So, since I've got that done, why don't we do this? I am going to do the Batwing. I thought it's not too new actually, so, or too old. I saw it on the shelf, but I didn't get this one. My wife got this for me. So, and this is from the first Batman. You can tell by a lot of times the symbol. But the Joker gives it away too to me. That's Jack Nicholson Joker. But this symbol is from the first movie of Batman with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson and Kim Basinger. So we're going to open it up. I actually have a giant poster puzzle somewhere up there. Oops. I think there's stickers in here. Oh, yep, stickers. Oh, great, stickers. I'm going to set those up there so I don't lose them. Excuse me. So, bag 4, bag 1. I'm going to set these up here. Bag 3, I put it up here. There's the instructions. So you can see, pretty big. This is bag 2. So I'm going to start with bag 1 and 2, but I'm going to get my phone back out again so I can get that QR code. How do I get back to the app? Okay, gotta get back to the app. There we go. All right, gotta get the. I'm gonna get the little barcode here. Give me a second. I want those points. $18 divided by 2. I love that they do a math problem for us. So, register my set for myself. Another occasion. I think she got us. Yeah, she did. That's right. I have to look, see what it says, because it's like, All right. So now I'm going to go look for the instructions for it real quick. Oh, give me just a moment. So I need to close that, and that. What set number are we on? But you can look these up a lot of times, set number. So 76265. And it pulls it up. View instructions. Let's see. And a lot of times PDF. I'm going to download these as soon as it finishes. There we go. I try not to do it right away because sometimes it doesn't. I think it's this one. Yep, here we go. I hate when it does that. So I'm going to close this one and this one. We're going to stick to this. So yeah, you can see there. So, all right, I'm going to get this bag one out here. Yep. Now, a lot of times when they come in a little baggy, there's a reason because Batman's cap. Batman. Bag one. We're gonna get rid of that plastic bag. Sorry, get you on. And but yeah, Void Striker has 3 alt modes. And then our newest member, Howler. I know I've talked about this in some other one of my other streams for this stuff. But Howler is our newest member. He wasn't available in this last session, so it's okay. Things come up, and we all understand that. Even us DMs after that problem. Also, just life happens, so I took this out. So you can see his little capes right here. No, you can even see that camera bulb right there. And we get rid of those little box. I really need a trash can. Cat, really? Sorry, cat makes noise. It's got some strange shooters on here. Yeah. Yeah, here's the, oh, here it is. This is the app, Builder. You can get it on Play Store if you got Apple. Bleh. Sorry, I don't like Apple. You can get it on here, assuming their version. But yeah, you can even do instructions through a tablet or something else like that. Because the instructions I can get on there too, but you can download them too, so you can do it like this. I got it blown up on a big screen over on this side, and it tells me bag 1, bag 2, bag 3, and 4. So you can see these. And whoops, it jumped really fast there. So you can see put Batman together. Okay, here's the top part of him. Let's find his leg. Oop, mask. I love that it's. If I can ever find my Batmobile, I think it's from the first movie. Upstairs, I will show it to you guys. Now I do love minifigs with the 2 faces, like and then just smiling. So I do like minifigs like that, but we're gonna also make sure. Now, some of the capes and stuff. Here, I'm gonna put my hand so you can see it. Used to be they would have 2, and you would bring it around and it would wrap, but his does not do that. I'm thinking they're getting away from having to cut it and stuff like that. So we're gonna turn this around with this face. Yeah. Then just I'm Batman without legs. There's his leg. Found him. Ta-da! Boop. It's actually pretty cool looking too. Oops. Better me. Hit me. Actually pretty cool looking. So we're gonna say him right there. And yes, he does have Batarang. Here we go. Oops. But his mask does not want to stay over. There we go. Better me. Yeah, he blends in with my mat and everything because I got a black. So there's 2. Because you can stow them away elsewhere. So I put them both on his hands for now. So we'll go to the next page. We'll start with 1. Now it's I will get the box or bag out as I go. I'm gonna move some of these larger pieces. So it says to put it along here. Turn it over. Doo-doo. And we're gonna slap a piece on there. For our next session, though, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with each of these guys because they have decided to split up and take on 3 different areas, all at different. I'm just like, okay, I gotta figure out you guys how you're gonna do this one, which I'll have a way to deal with it. It won't be bad. It'll be fun because I actually I need to deal with the other things with them. I have some plans for them though, and it will be fun because I'm going to try and make it fun. Although Gilgamesh has to be political and try to convince people. He does have some pull though. Gilgamesh is pretty straightforward and very admired by many, but at the same time, he's might have some pushback from some people. Who knows? He may encounter things he did not know. All right, hang on. I cannot see. I need to. How do I adjust this? This? Nope. Oh, here it is. Oops, I did not want to. I need to zoom it. Zoom it, zoom it, zoom it. Okay. There is... Is that piece in here, or do I have to build it? Okay, this is going to be fun. Yep, there it is. There's a piece. Little studs in between. That's unusual. New piece to me. Some of these characters, though. And, you know, if you do go over to the YouTube side of things, you can leave comments, likes, you know, pop in and say hi while we're streaming. I generally don't respond most of the time to stream. Try not to, because it is very, how do I put it? Not distracting, but, if I'm doing, where we're trying to have a moment of importance, I try not to stop stream to answer a question to do that. So you can ask a question, and sometimes one of us might actually stop and answer it real quick because we see it, and it's not the end of the world. I like to keep our moments where let's not interrupt it with a phone call kind of thing if we can help it. But it's hard to not have life happen also. So you'll hear it in there. I have things happen all the time, and it's like, oh crud, hang on guys, sorry, I got a thing to deal with. Let me deal with that real quick, and then try and get back here. And it does throw off things a little bit, but we manage. We have all of our own things that happen. It's fun. We still have fun though. But let me see. Enough of that stuff right now. I have recently listened to dude, I wish I had the link up. One person talking about the last bot, or something like that. And it was interesting to listen to. And I was like, this is interesting. I liked it. Go check out comics of them. A lot of times you can get them fairly cheap. You don't have to get physical copies. You can get digital too. And check them out though, and you will see a lot of the work that these writers have put into some of them. Some of them, you kind of question where they were going with it, and then you understand sometimes afterwards. So it's like, yeah. Huh. And then, oops, I'm trying to look for a piece and I can't find it. It's right here. There we go. Yeah. You will, you'll really enjoy it. It's interesting to hear how something of it comes down to this last bot, in a sense, or bot, and it's like, oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that was happening, or these things were going on during that time. Oops, this plate. I grabbed the wrong thing. So put this in here like so. And sometimes reading the comic book is better than watching like the cartoon or the animated series. You guys don't call them cartoons anymore. It's too childish. Watching anime. Really don't care. How's that? It's the animation of some form that was cartoon to computer. Don't really care. If you find it entertaining, go for it. Some stuff, I am older, so I'm used to like the G1 stuff, and I just, when you're monologuing, please do not stand in front of the shot and just stand there and monologue it. It does drive me up a wall. It's like, this is the dumbest thing I've seen. It's for dramatic effect. Shut up. I don't want to hear your dramatic effect. You got a horde of zombies coming near you, and you got some kid, not kid, lady babbling on. He's going to track them. You think I'm going to sit there? I'm going to shove her out the door. Here, zombies, have at her. Not trying to be mean, but, you know, stupid zombie shows are the worst to me at times. Like, really? This is what you guys come up with? You get intelligent? And the dumb ones get the smart ones killed. Because the smart ones become dumb because they think they have to protect the dumb ones. And I'm like, what is it, the one Walking Dead game? Is it the girl Clementine or Clement? I don't remember what her name is. It's something like that, I think. And I watched a bit of a playthrough, and I was like, okay, there's some stuff here. Then she's a little older in the next playthrough of the next series of it. And I'm like, you're protecting this other person all the time. You're trying to give. How many times the guy who is playing it finally goes, I can't do this anymore with this kid. She's not willing to she's not willing to. And he was right. It's like, get up and fight. If not, you will die. You can't just lock up. And if you're going to, stop it. And he said, screw it. Left the other character to die. I was like, I'm not agreeing with you, but I'm not disagreeing with you either. Because it was a choice. And if you were in a real zombie apocalypse, are you going to sit around and wait? Can't save everyone. Really dumb stuff sometimes. But I just hate the reactions of them just standing there. Oh my God, they're 300 feet away. How did they get 10 feet from me? It's really stupid stuff. That's why I get irritated with it. Like, get up and run. Move. Move. You know, I'm just like, stop wasting my time now. Nope, you're an idiot. There's a lot of stupid stuff that happens. And it's like, yeah, no thanks. All right, let me go. Got this far. But, yeah, stuff happens. Hopefully all of you out there in the world are having a decent day. Oh, you know what? I'm not putting that on yet because it says Eaker. So I'm going to get out my needle nose because these are my needle nose. And what I'm going to do is number 2. That one, number 1 on that one. Okay. So no matter which one, I have to put it on there. Excuse me. So I'm going to do one of these. Now, which way does it have? Is it downward? Okay. There we go. That's one. Pop it in here. At some point, I will also dig out maybe my Lego Bionicles. And we can take a look at those too, because those are pretty interesting, because we were talking about it with the group. Oops. And I go, wait, I've got Bionicles. Actually, I have one up on my shelf here. He's from the Water World Part 1, the Bionicle stuff. It's like near the end of stuff. Okay, you get out of here. Sorry. Get. Sorry, cat. She's not the one I want to contend with right now. So, but yeah, it's I actually liked the Bionicle series, and when I was like, a lot of the names when they first came out, I was like, wait a minute, this sounds awfully familiar. I know this from somewhere. And I was like, I'm putting it together. I'm like, I know this is from something. And it didn't hit me until a little later when I finally put it together, because at the time, I didn't really have a lot of internet access then. I mean, I did, but I didn't use it a whole lot. I actually touched grass often. And I mean often. So I went out and I go, I know of this stuff without even looking it up. I'm like, I know what it is, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And I said, you know what? I got to look this up. I think it's uh, the island where the Easter Island heads are, which is Rapa Nui, which is they call Mata Nui and all those. They go into all that, and I was like, wait, it is. And I got really excited because I was like, this is freaking cool. And I sat there and I was like, oh, that is awesome. There's something out there I didn't even think anything of for the longest time. I studied that history on that island for a long time. Well, not a long time, for a good portion of time. And I didn't realize it until then. And I love that when a kid came in to a restaurant with a t-shirt on. Now, these are particular shirt, so and I could read it because it was Bionicle. I was like, oh, that says Bionicle on it, and it has reference to it. And it's like, how do you know what that says? Like, well, I'm just reading it. I can read it. Like, you can actually read it. I go, actually, it's pretty basic in a sense, but it's not that hard, I think. So now I don't know if I could because I haven't read it in quite a long time. And I've actually tried to look at it again somewhat. After we all talked about it, I was like, my brain just went, nope, I cannot decipher it now. So I was like, well, it's all right. I still enjoy it. They have the Netflix series parts of it. There were other movies. There's games out there you could still kind of get, but you have to play them. You can get no, you can actually get updated versions of them where you can actually play them, which is actually pretty cool. It reacts. How do I put it? Fast. Because systems were not fast back then. They were speed, and now they actually work. Sometimes they glitch up a little bit, and then you have a problem with them. And then you can run it. There you go. Got this piece. So let's see. Okay. We're going to get this piece. We're going to click it here. Just put it there. That's a. There we go. Grab one of these. So I know we're making one wing. I know it. Just because the way it's. There we go. Pop that into place. And yep. There we go. Oh, nope, not. There we go. Come on. There we go. Let's pop it into place. Okay. And oh, I see. There's another piece. I'm not seeing it. There it is. This one? Yeah. No, this one here. Like so. And there we go. It's right into place. Like so. Welcome to my workshop, eh? Yes. And, yep. Gonna build the other one out a little bit. Yep. Excuse me. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff built it. It's very interesting and fascinating. Sometimes we forget things in the world, yes. Time, space, elements. Time itself. It's okay to take a little time and take a step back. Take a breather. Forget life does happen no matter what we do. This, no, it's not that big. Oh, it's this piece. Here. And things just happen. Now, it's not the end of the world if something goes wrong all the time. Even I have to remember that. And life can be challenging and be a pain in the butt in general. But keep your head level, keep things going, keep moving forward with everything. Do just fine. You just gotta remember, life happens. No matter what you do and say, things just happen. No matter what you want. You can throw a wrench in your life, and sometimes you can just fight back. Or you can find a workaround in life that works for you. That's okay. Take a deep breath. Remember, breathing is the easiest thing we do in this world. This plane of existence isn't just that. Just gotta open your eyes, blink a few times, and go, yep, it's here. Let's do this. I mean, life throws everything at you. Why not? Even I forget that a lot of times. But it's okay. uh, keep moving forward. Always keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. There we go. That into place. And one spot over. Giving structural reinforcement. This is going to be pretty big. I mean, this is just one wing. Woohoo! So, with this flip like so, we were going to attach like so, and we will attach like so. That will make a nice little U. Deep breath. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. See how easy it is? Just to breathe. Turned into an ASMR stream. Didn't expect that, did you? But generally, life is life. No matter what we want to do, it can just do it. Why take a little time for yourself when you can Everything will be good. Oops, need this piece now. Goes right across here. Gotta put it together. There'll be some more pieces. Couple right here. This one right here. And then one last one. It goes here. Yes. And then look, voila. We attach it to, oops, back in days, right here. So we're creating one wing now. Tick tock, tick tock. As the clock goes around. Now it says to bag 3. Bag 3. In general, though, be safe out there. If nothing like when I was a kid. You forget a lot of things that can happen. You just remember, breathe, and work through it. Do the math. Figure one problem out, then do the next. Can't take on the entire world. I just wish people weren't so divided on things at times. I'm not saying they should agree. I'm just saying, hey, chill out a little. Come on. Have some understanding from both sides. If that doesn't happen. Not anymore. No. Can't have understanding. Oops, I forgot to unwrap this one. What have I done? There we go. The pizza got the there. Get that in the bag. There we go. Sorry. I forgot the pizza. Where is it? Is it in here or is it in there? I don't think it's in there. There'd be another there then. Oh, it's over here. Some games are weird, some are intriguing. I like building games because they intrigue my mind to create instead of destroy. Forge new things, sometimes create old ones and make them better. Actually, a good example of that is I play a game, Space Engineers. It's a sandbox. I find it fun, entertaining. Because, yes, there is no real, how do you put it, goal in it unless you make it. It is just fun for me to build, create. And, I mean, at one time, I used to run a server with 3 other blokes. And it sounds like a joke when I say it. The Irishman, the Englishman, and the German. And I was the American. And it turned into a bit of a joke with it, but we generally worked together. We created, before there were a lot of the newer blocks, we created a lot of stuff. And it was very entertaining. Because when the Irish one and myself, his name's Darren, we still stay in touch. I haven't talked to him too much in years. Things have changed a lot for me. And how do I put it? We started the server together, the one. We had the English one joined with his brother, and we didn't talk to him much at the time. And then we started talking to him more and more when his brother wasn't around. And finding out he could outshine his brother at times with builds and designs. He was brilliant. He still is. I still think to this day he is, because we did a Minecraft server and he started building the Church of Notre Dame in a Skyblock server with us. He ran out of space, and I only have I think a few pictures somewhere of where he had built this, and it was impressive. I was left to maintain and kind of take care of things. Um, it was fun for me. I enjoyed doing it because it was a challenge. I worked with the server owners because I didn't want to cause a problem with the server. So it was like, hey, if I build a redstone timer, how many could I build? Or if I could modify in sense, I go, wait, how about this? I won't build more than one. And they're like, oh, okay, that would actually be great. How would you work this though? I go, well, it would all still work. It would still give a little taxing on the system, but not as bad as if I were to run it with, say, oh, I need a timer over here. I need a timer over there. Because the Skyblock server set up the way it was, I was able to do a timer almost in the center of all this. And it was just one of those hopper timers. Some people call them the etho timer. It's not an etho timer. It's a hopper timer. It was made by somebody else a long time ago. And you put so many the same item into the hopper. Well, sometimes you could switch it up so it wouldn't, but you could fill it, and that would give you, I forgot how many minutes. Or you could do half or do one row, and because you didn't want it to go faster. Well, I set it for the maximum amount of time. I said it will run, and I showed it to him. This is all it's going to do. And I showed him this one timer will operate all of that. If there's ever a problem with it, you come in and knock one out. Just send me a message in your. I don't think we had Discord at the time. Yeah, we had TeamSpeak. And I went in and I was like, yeah, I'll work with you guys. I don't want to destroy it. I want to make it work. And we technically made that server thrive. And it wasn't really the server owner who was doing it. The server owner, we never actually talked to. I dealt with the managers, which they were great to work with. Because anytime I had a problem, hey, I got an issue, nothing to do with anybody. This block over here it disappeared before I even put it down. Like I put it down, it'll disappear. You see it, but I go, every time I put it down, it just poof. And he goes, let me take a look at something. And so he put a block down and he goes, it worked for me, but not you. Why? And we kind of investigated, only to find out it was just something stupid that was in place in a spot. And he goes, do you mind not building there then? I go, oh, heck no, I don't mind. I go, it was just right at the edge is what it was. He goes, it's really odd. This one spot in a row, actually is what it was, is just cut right off. He goes, it's oddly cut right here. Because he goes, I can see it because he has something, I forgot what he had turned on to see it. But it was pretty cool. I was like, well, that's pretty cool. You can see that stuff. He goes, yeah, if you have certain tools and stuff in place, it works that way. And I was like, interesting, teaching me something I didn't know about. And so I worked with them. A lot of stuff's changed since then, though. And they built a lot. But in the Space Engineer series, you see my ADD kicked in. I went way off target again. In the Space Engineer server, I was maintaining it. And at that time, this was the fun part. I had to manually go into the config file, it was actually the sandbox file because it's a sandbox game, and change out or add in lines of code to allow mods to be brought in. Now, those mods, we tried to keep it to aesthetics only. In other words, looks. Nothing got changed in the game that would OP anybody or give anybody an advantage on somebody. We had some people in the server who got all bent out of shape for that one because it's like, dude, it's just aesthetic blocks. They don't do anything. They don't give you an advantage in a fight. They're just furniture in a sense. They gave it a little more realism, I guess, to build a station, have creature comforts for astronauts, things like that. Now, I'm not complaining about them. I'm just, kind of pointing this stuff out as I go. A lot of them, though, were getting, not a lot, excuse me. This one group got all bent out of shape about it. It's like, you are more than welcome to do whatever you want. You can leave. Didn't care at that point because they were being buttheads. And actually, I have other words for them because I wasn't there at the time. And I come on after, I forgot what I was doing. I come online and Darren Vaughn, the Irish one, and he goes, "You're not going to believe this stuff." Now, he's very straight up and he's very knowledgeable on all this stuff going on. And he goes, "They call me a mongoloid." I was like, do they even know what it is? We knew what it was, but he did. These guys started calling him. I go, if they continue to do it, I will boot them from the server. But at that time, we didn't have a whitelist and a blacklist. So I was like, I warned them, and I told Darren, I go, if you cannot show any kind of respect and at least be cordial enough to talk to us without name calling, I will just blow up your base. I will come in and delete it. They knew I could, because if I had to go into the files, I would shut down the server just like that. Because I had that much control. I wasn't paying for the server. It wasn't mine. It was actually the Irish one. But he gave me full authority to do it. And I go, do you think I cannot shut down the server right now? And erase your entire base and all your work if you cannot be respectful. We're trying to say, hey, this is all they are. It's not your server. You're not paying anything into it. So if you don't like the mod, you don't have to use it. It's just an aesthetics mod. No files needed to change anything. You guys do what you want. You don't have to use them. But they are there for other things, because the majority said, hey, what'd you think about putting these mods in? I was like, shoot them to me and I'll discuss it with the others. Give me a little time and we'll see. And it's like, yeah, no problem. These guys were really polite. Most of the people we did have, there were some griefers who were, I'd have to roll back the server because we had up to 5 saves at the time, I think. Yeah, it was quite a while. I go, if any issue comes up, let me know the time and date. I will just shut down the server and we'll do that. And if it's okay with anybody. And whenever we did have a problem, it was, hey guys, we got a situation. Is this going to be a problem if I roll back the server 10 minutes? Because the last save was 10 minutes ago. I set it up for 10. It usually saved at 5-minute intervals. And everybody liked it at 10. When I told them, no, it saves it at 10. Oh, okay, good. I thought it didn't. And say, no, we set it up that way. So if anybody did have an issue like you're saying, let's just fix it. And so we did. And after that, I didn't have to delete their base, but nobody's seen them since. After that incident happened where they were calling them names, they just left. They went to a whole other server. They never came back. I left their stuff for a good week and a half to 2 weeks before I went over, checked it out. We had to find it because at the time you were in a cube base. It wasn't a round spherical. It was a cube. That was our space. So we only had up to, I think, 50,000 meters or so, or 500,000. It was a large number. Well, the problem there is there was no way to tell where anybody was. I could look into the file and see them, but it doesn't tell me where they were at the time. And I had to work my way through the files, and I go, nope, their stuff's still there. Oh, you can see that? I go, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I could look at the file while we were playing, and I go, it says it's still there. So we're like, okay, well, generally they were out this direction. So thanks to a few of the other guys and myself, I had a ship called the admin ship. It was a tiny, it literally was take all this off, put a sleek cockpit and a slope back with thrusters pretty much all around with power sources, nuclear reactors mostly. We didn't have batteries then. And that thing moved, but it was designed to go check out things. That's all it was. It wasn't to do anything else. So if there was a problem, I could admin get into my little ship that I called the admin ship and fly over, check it out, and figure out what was going on. Only to find out we finally found the place, but we didn't take that ship. I took a ship that I started to design, and I didn't have it done. Actually, I don't even think it was ready to go fully, and it was actually the beginning basis of my Gwelder ship. I called it a Gwelder. It is a grinder welder ship. So I called it Gwelder. I actually still have the blueprint of it. Now that thing had grinders or welders, depending on which cockpit you sat in. I didn't have it to where it flipped. It caused too many problems at the time. The Royal Order of Clang deemed it too dangerous. So if you had pistons or rotors on and you had a moving ship, it did not like them. And it actually still doesn't like them to this day, still somewhat. There we go. I'm putting these in place. So, see this? There we go. Sorry, I don't have this on screen when I'm doing that. Ooh, that's bad. You just hear me talking. So, this like so. And this one, like so. So this has to put them straight up. So I'm assuming, yeah, you're gonna kind of there. You go down on those little gray nubs like that, and then gray block, red plate, gray slant piece, yep, and a sticker. Next sticker. Eaker. I need my needle nose again. Boop. Bump my stomach back to that. But yeah, they had done actually a pretty good amount of work on it. There we go. There we go. A little offset, but in the server, they actually had they burrowed into an asteroid, and at that time, asteroids were not progressive in the system. So I had to, if somebody wanted one and they absolutely were in the server for quite some time, there were the center asteroids in that square. Now you can make this square smaller so you'd have more loading in that. And at the time we didn't have a lot of mods or any at first until after a point. And that's when that group left. I mean, I was kind of bummed that they did because I was like, cool, more people. We interacted with each other. We traded. I made, at that time also, when we created that server, there was the red starter ship and the blue starter ship along with the welder ship, the fighter ship, and then there was the mining ship. There's 3 little ships. Three. I don't want to do water. I'm doing 3. So, with the ships, I took the red ship. He wanted the blue ship. We modified those buggers. So, but before we did, before the server actually fully started up too, we set an asteroid up. I made an asteroid station. I was working on one in somebody else's server when they had to shut it down. I was disappointed. They gave me access to it to work on it. And that was the first server I actually met Darren, the English one, on. Man, yeah. I did. But I set up another station. Oops, I gotta find the Joker part too. There we go. Purple body, purple head, and nice little throat. What's up, Dave? And when I got the asteroid station set up, I actually built the station into it. It took a while. And we were working on all kinds of stuff, so I'm going to put him over here with him. And that station, we took the red ship and the blue ship out. I had the minor ships. They kind of got destroyed on the way. We don't know what was happening. It was weird. Like, the system at the time was odd. So we're like, okay, something weird. I had took the red ship and modified the snot out of it. So I took the engines off the side. So if you ever see the red ship from Space Engineers, the original one, I took the engines off the sides of it and moved them out. Now that took a lot of finesse to do and careful movement without blowing myself up along with everything else around me. Go behind here. There we go. Yeah, putting these on. Hang on. There we go. Gotta move this over so I can see it better. There we go. Let's set this right here. Here, we're gonna do this. Here. I'm just talking about Space Engineers, Dave, and past stuff and things that happened during that time when I was playing it, and a few other things about it. But yeah, I still have the blueprint. When they came out with blueprints, oh man, I held on to those. I still have them saved, as well as I put them to use. I made the red station into what I called the fringe station, which it was on the fringe. I literally took it away from the asteroid because we had griefers, moved it out to the edge of that space, and if you took a ship outside of it deletes. Like, no more ship, bye-bye. So with the coordinates and everything that we had, I parked that ship way out after I modified the crap out of it. It has multiple hangars in it for smaller ships, and it actually does a lot of repair work. But over the period of time, a lot of the stuff has been destroyed inside of it. I mean, I can actually still work with it. I just have to update a lot of it because the updates have changed some of the blocks around, made them work right. So I took my ship, though, like I said, parked it way out. And we took his ship, and he wanted it stretched. So he called it the longbow. Long. It looks like an arrow. Now, that ship was pretty cool. I gotta say, that thing was modified, and we did a lot of work on it. I never got a blueprint of it. So we lost his ship. He asked about it. He goes, "You didn't happen to get a blueprint of it?" I'm like, "Sorry, dude. I have mine. I never got yours because I didn't think about it at the time." So now I pretty much, if I do a special ship that I really want to keep blueprinted, always blueprint your projects, kids. You never know what's going to happen to them. Anyway, so Dave, what's going on? What's happening? Who's did what? How many times? Oh, God. There we go. Enough of me rambling on about past history stuff from things from long ago. I'm waiting for the re-release of Sandstorm. Hello, hello, how are you doing? I need to find all the pieces. I'm doing this one hand here, just see my brain's functioning. But my brain never functions. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. There we go. It's actually good I'm doing this bit by bit like this. All right, there's little pieces here. This is so it says to. What does this go in there? What? Okay. What the world? So, oh, shiza. Hang on. Oh my god, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Little squirmy piece. Get out of my face. There. Ugh, cat hair. Dang it. Alright. This is to put this piece in there somehow. Careful, it shoots. That's cute. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh. Okay. So you shove it in there, that pops up, you flick it. There it is. There's a little piece over here. Hang on. This is interesting. Alright, how did I get it in there? Go forward. Damn it. Okay, hang on. Dude. Okay. Oop. Maybe that's it. Nope. Okay. Somehow I have. All right. I have to do this the hard way. Yay. Oh, you don't cuff. It was dumb. It was really dumb. Put it on friggin' backwards. There we go. There. Had to use a plier. It's the little needle nose. Get them pop out. Alright, so. No, 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 no. Oh. And this holds this down on this side. We need one more like that. Where is it? It is. But nobody to respond. There we go. What was I saying? Well, since Space Engineers, though, I'm playing it for quite a long time, on and off. I have most of the packs, except for the 10th anniversary, which they only released for a short amount of time. Oh, I guess it pushed that down on place. Oops, wrong spot, too. And I didn't realize they had put something else, because I don't see that all the time on my site. I mean, I'm not mad at them. I wasn't paying attention. I like the game a lot. And I actually think it's great for educational. I know schools don't like guns, but it does have turrets in it and guns. But it would be great for them if you omit that and put it into a school environment. Excuse me. And oh, there's handcuffs. Ooh, we're getting handcuffy here. Oh, there's two. Oh. I think it's a great educational thing. You could build a whole bunch of stuff and do a kind of a hey, you guys need to work together, like run them into a small server together. You guys are going to build this. You guys are going to build this. You're going to go extract ore. This is your job. How are you going to do it? And kind of give them tasks to do. I be in on that. I'm like, okay, well, what if we, and I think they do have software that does that, or at least the stripped down version of Space Engineers that they could do that with, which I think would be great because no mods, just straight game. This is your task. Oh, excuse me. I had nachos earlier. Supreme. Supreme. Nacho. Supreme. There we go. Take a couple of these white studs right here. They kind of get shunted up into here. And then we reverse and we put these upside down. Da-da-da-da. All right, so I'm going to set that set here. Fluff on the table, yeah. Fluffy table. But yeah, lots of stuff going on that space engineers can be done with. You can do a lot with. I mean, like I said, I like the program, the game itself, because the way the physics, they're not perfect, but they are good. And they're at least decent enough that you can do a lot of projects. So if you're fascinated with space and that, you can start out on the planet or you can start in space. You can actually also do certain scenarios in it that they've added since. See, when I started playing, it was no scenarios. This is what you got. Prize. And it was okay. They actually had ladders when I just first started, and then they took them out because, yes, there were problems with them. But then they fixed it, and they made it better. So it was like, yeah, dude. I remember watching the first Batman movie. Jeez. I was on the East Coast at the time, I think. I'm trying to remember where I was at when I first saw it. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I was on the East Coast because I got the big poster puzzle. It's upstairs, along with the Lost Raiders of the Lost Ark poster. Um, Wait, did I miss a piece on the other one? Mm-mm. Yeah, I gotta scroll back up. No, I didn't. It doesn't show one on here. I'm not even sure I didn't miss a piece. Oh, okay, I see. So it's making. Oops. Oh, I need to make the other app. I'm jumping too fast. So, yeah, I remember watching that movie a long time ago, and I remember seeing it in the theater, or was it our house or something? I don't remember. At that time, my dad had satellite because he used to work on the satellite system, so it was really, we got to see a lot of the stuff beforehand, and it was pretty cool. It's like, yeah, cool. We got to see all that. Yay. Wait, did the other one have this too? And I did not see it. Yeah, I did. Did not see it. My bad. This the flat piece here. There you go. So we did all that. We did all that. Oops. And this makes the butt end of the ship. Don't drop it. Oh, I see it. Clicks in. Oops. Right here. This thing has a lot of clicky click to it. Well, not a lot, but enough. All right, so 4 and a 2. One on top of the other. Let me go like this. Ow. So and then we get a little angly piece. Um, yeah, because I remember having the tape. Yes, cassette tape. Actual cassette tape. Oh my god, you're so retro. Yeah, please. Shut up. There we go. Put this together. Then we stick that together like so. Ta-da. And then we continue on the building. We go like this, and we go like this, and it says to connect this piece to this piece like so. And then we go. There we go. All right, now it says take 2 of these. Something tells me, oh yeah, it tells me 2 at the end of it. That's the only problem sometimes I don't like is, oh, you gotta build 2 of these, by the way, because now you gotta put 2 on there. So, and see, you're coming up here, you come up to this, and it's like, okay, I get past this, and you get down here, I don't see that because I have it cut down here a lot of times. So I have to do this. That's all right. I'll deal with it. Just sometimes frustrating. Yeah, well done. Where's the other thing there? Right here. And then angle piece right here. Remember how to build some of this already right off the top of my head. Just I gotta put it together right the first time. There we go. Ouch. That was my finger. Yeah, my hands are getting pretty beat up in this stuff. Yeah, but a lot of the movies in that back then. Maryland was actually the same place I watched the Transformer movie with my best friend at the time. Excuse me. And I'm still in touch with him, and he had like Omega Supreme, Ultra Magnus. These are G1s, my dad. He actually had Bruticus. Is that the fighter ones? I think he was missing one arm of him or something. I can't remember fully. What he had exactly on that one. But he had Omega Supreme, which actually worked. If you put C batteries in him, yes, the Omega Supreme you get now does not. You have to push him along, which is hilarious. But the who else he had? I think he had Astro Train. I can't remember. I had Octane. I had Sandstorm, the triple changers. I couldn't find Astro Train. I would love to have had an Astro Train back then. Because I really liked Astro Train. In some instances, Astro Train's only so big. Like in the thing. Other times he is a Titan. Okay. Yeah, I love this. I got another batarang. I got a set of handcuffs. Well, actually, I have 2 sets of handcuffs. So I can put some. Technically, I think this set is supposed to be on him. I'm going to toss him in there. So now we're going to build this. The next thing, yes. There's the box. Yeah, but yeah, I remember watching a lot of movie theaters when they didn't cost a fortune to go to. Wow, things have changed. Yep. And the movie theaters haven't changed much either. Free over on popcorn. Hey, a little more butter? A little more butter? I liked, at the time, our movie theater had it. You could put on, they would put butter on, but they would put a lot of butter on. Okay, so this clicks over top of this. As long as everything is inside of it. Here we go. Locks in. 2 little studs hold that on, by the way. Oh, now we take this. It says to put there. Yeah, you can open and close it. So I can take his batarangs off. He has 3 batarangs in this one, so you can see if I can get him to lock in, set him back. We're gonna pop this off. See if maybe we can. I don't think they're gonna fit in there. That's a lot of stuff in there. It'd be enough to hold it though. Yeah, you kind of put these outward like that. So. And yes, you're supposed to put these little orange like studs in here. Hey, you're supposed to be able to put. Oh, there we go. And then you got. Yeah, you push down and it boom shoots them out. I am not going to put them in there right now because I'm afraid I'm going to lose them. So they do shoot. They do shoot. That's why they said be careful. And so you get the Joker and this. I like this version. Too. Actually, pretty cool. Shoot it up to the moon. But yeah, so there's this one, and then the shuttle that you see right there. Shuttle. And then the Batwing from the original movie with the Jack Nicholson Joker, which, I'm on your hood. What are you going to do about it? All right. So, oops. What the heck is, what is it? Cat here. Cat better not be on my desk. It's going to annoy me. Just knocked over the Joker without trying to blow the cat hair away. So you guys got to see the Batwing being built, but the shuttle. Yeah, you see, you put them in. They do shoot. They actually shoot. Here's the parts list and everything. This is handy because if you are missing a piece, you can go to the back of the book, look up that particular number, and say, "Hey, I'm missing this piece," and Lego will send it to you. It's really cool of them to do. I really appreciate that they're willing to do that. First time I did it was with my Mindstorm stuff. I had a problem with one of the motors. And these are the 9-volt motors, the original, not original, but one of the Mindstorm ones, if you ever see it. It's RCX motors. There we go. And I had a problem with the mold on top. And I called them out. I go, "Hey, I got a problem with one of the motors. Yeah, the top part of it's like, you can see it's cut, like the mold just cut it or something. I'm not sure what happened. It works kind of, but it's messed up to where I can't put the cable on the proper way it should for the couple of the builds I'm doing." And they're like, "Oh, no problem. We'll send you out another one. Let me have your address and everything." It's like, "Okay, well, I have my card here to pay for it." And they're like, "No, don't worry about it. We'll just send you another one." Oh, really? I'm willing to pay for it. They were really nice about it, and I appreciate it. So kudos to you, Lego. Double thumbs up. Maybe 5 if I had enough. There are 5 thumbs up. They're not all thumbs. But they did, and I appreciate it. And I've had a few other problems with other sets that I had that were robotic stuff, and they sent me the part to replace it. And I was like, still ready to pay for it anytime they did. So just don't abuse it. That's the one thing. They will flag you for it. Because they will. So, and yeah, I'll move that camera back up. All right. Well, I am going to sign off. You catch us next Friday if you don't catch me here doing another Lego build soon. 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for our D&D Destiny session. And I might do another build soon. We'll see. We'll see how tomorrow goes as well. Maybe. We'll see. Yes. But I'm going to go see if the other Jokers are still in Discord and harass them. More like they're going to probably harass me. But yes, check out the links in the Twitch below. This will take you to the YouTube side where I'll upload this. And you can catch up with all the sessions there if you want to. Leave a like, comment, and join us when we're live if you want on Twitch, like I said, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or when I'm on. And sometimes I'll join the Discord and have the other jokers in there with me, because the more craziness, the better sometimes. And so, wherever you're at in the world, you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and be safe out there. The world has gone crazy. Insane? Stay out of my insanity, it's mine. But we'll see you Friday, if not before then. So have a good night.